on down to our mats. Take your seats, get comfy, get any cushions or blankets you want ready for Shavasana. And we'll just take our usual nice peaceful flow, making sure you honour your body, listen to your body, don't push yourselves too hard. Obviously I'm not physically with you, so just a little bit more awareness of your own body, make sure you don't do any damage, we do no harm. And we'll just begin by having a little wiggle and just swaying our way down into our comfortable seat, making sure that we have our sit bones connected equally down onto our mat. So I always like to take a rock forward and back, sideways, just making sure that you settle into stillness, into a centered position. And rest your hands down wherever feels comfortable for you this morning, on your knees, perhaps on your thighs, perhaps even one hand on your belly and one hand on your heart, as we close down our eyes and gently and softly close our mouths and just begin to really arrive here on your mat. Just beginning to take all of our awareness inwards. Allow the breath to hold you here. Just feeling the connection to that movement of the breath in through the nose, down through the back of the throat, all the way down and into the belly, and then back up all the way to the tops of the lungs, expanding into the rib cage. Feeling that gentle movement beneath the fingertips, beneath the hands, if your hands are on your chest or on your tummy. Maybe connecting to the sound of your own breath. It's whatever works for you, just to help let go of that outside world for the next 60 minutes and really bring your awareness into your innermost self. Just soften and relaxing the legs now, just checking in, are we holding on to any tension in the thighs as we sit here? Just releasing that tension now. Just softening the shoulders down away from the ears, create a little bit more length in the neck by sliding the shoulder blades, just visualizing them sliding down towards the floor. Lifting your heart up and away from the pelvis, creating a little bit more length in your waist and your lumbar. Just seeing whether we can sit up a little bit taller, create a little bit more space for the breath, a little bit more space between each vertebra. And softening, relaxing the arms, relaxing the inner thighs, and then taking your awareness all the way up to your face as you relax the tongue and the base or the roof of your mouth. And soften and relax your jaw and see whether you're holding on to any tension around your eyes. Can you soften the muscles across your eyelids, around your eyes, even deeper behind your eyes? Soften and relax your brow. And just observing your neutral, natural spine alignment. The length in your waist, the rib cage balancing over the hip bones. The shoulders balancing over the rib cage, just drawing softly down and away towards the floor. The length in your neck. And then the head is just balanced and poised in the center. Just observing how there is no effort for the body to be here. Just connecting to yourself, your breath. Slowing everything down. Keeping your eyes softly closed and drawing your hands together at your heart center, bringing them into prayer in front of your heart. Lift the heart to meet the base of your thumbs, press through each palm. Take a deep breath in here, draw the shoulder blades down even more as you engage through the upper back, and then as you exhale, softly bow the head forward to meet the heart. Just setting your own intention here for your practice, whether it's just to stay present, to stay mindful. Just checking in already with that soft stretch into the back of the neck, let the head become heavy. Feel free to flutter open eyes here. Keep the facial muscles soft. And then when you're ready, taking the fingertips down towards the floor, turning and rotating the palms up to the ceiling, stretch away through the fingertips, draw the shoulder blades down as we inhale, rise arms all the way up and overhead, palms kiss together at the end of our inhale. Tilt the head back to look up at the thumbs, and then exhale, bending down through elbows, pausing at the third eye, and just rotating and dropping your head back to center And then taking the palms all the way down towards your knees. Resting the hands there. Inhale, head to shoulders up around your ears. Feel that shortening of the neck muscles. Exhale, slide the shoulder blades back together and then down your back. Inhale, roll shoulder blades forward, hunching them up. Exhale, feel that release as you exhale and soften them down your back. We'll do one more, forward and up. Inhale. Rounding through the shoulders, exhale, squeeze them together and then slide them down and away. This time reversing with your inhale, squeeze the shoulder blades back, broaden your chest, lift them up, punch them up. Exhale, slide them forward and down. Inhale, squeeze the shoulder blades together, take them up. Isolating those shoulder muscles as you exhale, feel the release as you slide them down and away. Let's do one more, inhale. Exhale, roll them down, leaving them down now. Take a nice deep breath in, sit up tall, lift the heart up and away from the pelvis. Exhale, drop left ear to left shoulder. Allowing the weight of the head to be there, just soften and let the elbows just relax down towards the floor. Check in with those inner thighs. Maybe draw that right shoulder down and away ever so slightly. Take an inhale, tilt the head back, opening into the right side of your throat, and then exhale, roll the head forward, chin to chest, then all the way over to the other side. Right ear pulls down towards the right shoulder. Let the weight of the head be there. Work that left shoulder down ever so slightly, and just opening into that side of your neck. Use your next inhale to just roll the head halfway back, halfway head roll, tilt the chin up. Exhale, chin to chest. Take it all the way forward and down, looking softly down towards your feet. Roll both shoulder blades down and away. So we're creating that length along the spine. It's just the cervical, just the neck rolling forward. Chin to chest, let the weight of the head be there. Have one more deep breath in and out here, just checking in with the tops of the shoulders, the back of the neck, and then use an inhale to lift the arms up and overhead, tilt the head back, look all the way up towards the thumb. And then exhale into your side stretch. Drop the right fingers down to the floor. Left fingertips float overhead. Bend down to that right elbow. And then inhale, reach up and over, coming all the way over to the other side. Shoulders stay square with the front of the mat. Fingertips reaching. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, coming over. Find that space. Find a little bit of movement along the arms. So it's your own dance. This morning, find whatever feels good for you. Inhale, rise up. Take it down to the right, and then as we exhale, swoop the arms forward and around in a semicircle. Come over to the other side. Exhale. Inhale, swoop as you circle. Exhale to side stretch. We'll do one more on either side. Inhale to swoop. Exhale, find your stretch. Inhale. Exhale. Rise up. Come back up to center, reach both arms up, stretch it out, and then take your twist to the right. So the left fingers come down to that right knee, left fingertips land somewhere behind your spine. Take an inhale, lift the heart, drop the shoulders, find that length in your spine, and then as we exhale, keep hips in neutral, twisting from the center of your spine, just above your belly button to look over that right shoulder. Breathe. Take a neutral spine, just taking a little bit of a head roll with the head, seeing if you can release any tension in the neck, in the jaw, soften facial muscles. Inhale, rise the fingertips float up, and then exhale down to the other side. Taking that twist, just waking up the muscles around the spine. Make sure the heart lifts, create length in the waist. Shoulders draw down to keep the length in your neck. Neck is relaxed, jaw is relaxed. Just turning to look gently over that left shoulder. Breathe, find space. Just connecting to how your spine feels, warming it up before we move through to our flow. Inhale, fingertips float up and overhead. And then exhale to roll forward and down. Send the fingertips down to the bottom of your mat. Push away through the sit bones. And let the head fall down wherever it wants to be. Don't worry about how far you fold. The more you creep the fingertips forward, maybe even lifting the palms, coming up onto the finger pads. Feel that stretch into the shoulders. Let the head hang. Inhale. Inhale, take your chin up, look forward, find that stretch, and then exhale, rock and roll up through the spine, punt down through the sit bones, and restack your vertebrae one by one all the way back up to your centered sitting position. Let's take the feet out in front, bring the soles of the feet together, but push the feet out a little bit. You might want to put a cushion or something under your feet if you need to. Let the knees open wide, so it's kind of like a long butterfly pose. You want a little bit more of a diamond shape. We're going to stretch into the lower back, the back of the pelvis, either resting your hands on the top of your feet here, or you can tuck your hands underneath your ankles and rest them onto the tops of your feet, even interlacing with your toes if that feels good for you. Before we go any deeper here, I'm going to try and bring the heart forward. So just take an inhale first. Bring the heart forward, take your collarbones open so we can slide the shoulder blades down your back. And then as you exhale, feel that hinge from the hip creases coming right from the very back of the hips. And then when you get there, maybe rounding through the spine a little bit and letting your head go. Relaxing the arms, relaxing the inner thighs, and just checking in with that nice broadening sensation in the back of the pelvis. Opening into the lower back. Just let yourself be still here. Feel the connection with your feet, your sit bones into your mat. The head just hanging from the tip of the neck. Broaden across the mid-back. Feel your shoulder blades just slide away from each other as you broaden into the back of the rib cage, taking nice deep inhales and exhales here. In and out through the nose, soften the face. Seeing how the inner thighs feel, maybe it's the outer thighs, the ankles, wherever you're feeling sensation or a little bit of intensity in the pose, find that pose and find the stretch that works for you, whether it's in the lower back or maybe it's in the inner thighs. See how it feels. Take a nice big inhale, and as we exhale, slowly rolling again, restacking each vertebra one by one as we come all the way up to sitting. And this time taking the feet out wide. Flexing into the feet again. We're going to work with the lower back and the hips here before we move any further. So just checking in, sitting up nice and tall. As we flex through the heels, draw the toes in towards you so that you're getting that really activation all the way through the inner outer leg muscles around the knee joint. Slide the shoulder blades down your ears, away from your ears, and then inhale, reach the arms up high. As we exhale, twist from the waist to take your arms down to the right. Frame that right leg with the shoulders. Let the hands land wherever they land. Take another inhale. Draw the heart and the head down towards your toes. And then exhale, maybe going a little bit deeper. Let the head hang and soften into the stretch. Keep flexing through the feet so we're actively stretching, using our quadricep muscles to actively stretch into our hamstrings and into our waist, around the lower back. Breathe. Even closing down the eyes and tuning into any sensations that arise here for you. Step the belly button in to get a little bit more fold. Activating those abdominals. And drawing that right hand inside the right leg. We're going to lift open the heart up to the ceiling, so lead with that left shoulder, lead with the left elbow, getting a side stretch all the way down that left side, maybe feeling it a little bit stronger into the rib cage. Option to reach over for the toes, but that's not the goal. Don't worry if you can't quite reach. Just taking the arm overhead and just feeling that openness down that left side. Keep the feet flexed. Spiraling the torso and the heart up towards the ceiling. Shoulders down away from ears. Breathe. Feeling open. Taking your time to release, take a nice big breath in first, and then as we exhale, floating our way back up and releasing the arm down, roll the shoulders down away from the ears, take an inhale, reach arms overhead. Taking it to the other side as we exhale, twisting to the left, letting the hands land wherever they want to land over this leg. So your left leg is framed with your shoulders. Take an inhale, lift head, lift heart, try and find a little bit more length along the spine, and then exhale to settle into your fold. Again, keep drawing back through the toes, pushing away through the heels so we're active into the leg. Draw kneecaps up towards your hips so that we're activating our quadriceps, actively stretching into our hamstrings. Keep the sit bones grounded. Try and keep the heart pulling down towards the feet rather than curling in if you can avoid it, but don't worry, just do what feels good and right for you. Don't worry what it looks like, it's all about how it feels for you. Adding the lateral twist if you feel like it. Feel free to stay here if this is happy, if this is good for you. Otherwise we can bring that left arm inside the left leg. And begin to lead with the right elbow, right shoulder lifts up over the head, so the bicep comes over towards the other ear. Find that stretch down the right side. Don't worry how far we go, just feeling that openness down that side. Perhaps the fingertips reach for the toe, but that's not the goal, don't worry. Shoulders down away from the ears. Keep flexing through the feet. Breathe. Getting that space down either side of the vertebra in the spine, opening underneath the rib cage between each rib and finding length in the waist. Breathing, checking in. Take a nice big inhale first before getting ready to release gently with your exhale, lifting the heart, the torso, the head all the way back up and relaxing the shoulders down away from the ears. And now rolling over onto all fours as we come into our cat and cow. Stacking your hips over your knees, just check your alignment out and making sure your fingers are splayed wide so that we're not dumping into the base of our wrists. Activate through the elbows, draw the shoulders down away from the ears and send your cow tilt up, so push through the tailbone, tilt the pelvis, splaying open, abdominals splaying open, all the way along the front of your heart. And then when you're ready, use your exhale to tuck everything under. Just do a few in your own time. Get those undulations, that wave-like fluidity along your spine, pushing your mat away as you come into each pose to get a little bit more space along the front and the back of your vertebra. Tucking tailbone, tucking chin right underneath for your cat, and tilting pelvis and chin away from each other in your cow. Maybe even taking 2 breaths for each. I always like to use my inhale to transition between each pose and an exhale to stay and to hold and find a little bit more space there. Do whatever feels good and right for you. Add some little tilts from side to side or a rock forward and back if that's what feels good for you. Just do whatever you need to do this morning. Taking your time. And then coming back to tabletop when you're ready, we'll add a leg stretch. So we're going to take the left toes all the way back to the back of the mat and then begin to lift them up high. And then open the heart, lift the chin, and then exhale, suck the chin and the nose, the chin and the knee towards each other. Push the mat away, round through the spine, touch knee to nose. Inhale, take the leg up high. Exhale, curling under. Inhale, high. Exhale. Inhale up high. This time plant down through the right hand. Cactus arm into the left arm. And reach round, bending into that back leg. See if we can reach the foot. Just keep the leg extended and go for the cactus arm if it's too much. Otherwise we can begin to take a tiger tail. Lift that back knee. Lift the heart. Lift the gaze using our balance, our strength here. Opening into the hip flexor, that back leg. Arching the spine, getting a back bend, a heart opener. Opening into that left shoulder. And then release the hand. The knee back down and take it to the other side. Just check your alignment, that you haven't wiggled out of your alignment. Left toes push back and away and then up high as you splay open the rib cage. Lift the chin. Exhale, push the ground away. Tuck everything under to touch the nose. Inhale up high. Exhale, hug it in. Keep it going. Inhale up high. Lift the chin, really split open the abdominals, the rib cage. Exhale to squeeze. Inhale up high. Taking your weight into your left hand. Cactus arming that right hand. So staying here if it's enough for you. Maybe reaching round for the top of the back foot. Lifting through the back knee. lifting the gaze, opening the front body, strengthening the back body. Breathe. And release. Tuck the toes under and glide your hips back towards your heels. Kiss them out with the forehead. Inhale, round through the spine and wave like fluidity round forward. Massaging the wrists, and then exhale with your cat tilt pelvis. Send the hips all the way back. Inhale, round forward, arching the spine. Exhale, tilt into your cow. Send the tailbone up and then push it all the way back. So you're making a smile with your spine. Inhale, round forward. Exhale, cat tilt back to child's pose. And then resting here, hips all the way back to heels, keeping the toes tucked for a nice stretch into the feet. Creep the fingertips forward, rest down on your forehead. Massaging the third eye with a gentle rock from side to side. And once more, you might like to come up onto fingertips, take the palms of the hands away. Getting all the way along the arms and into the shoulders. Ground down. Feel that release. Take a gentle rock if it feels good. Inhale, round forward, arching the spine, so puff up into the back of the rib cage as if you're taking the heart up. Exhale, round back, tilt the pelvis. Inhale, round forward. And this time dropping the hips all the way down to the floor, elbows beside the rib cage, feet a little bit wider behind you. Bring the hands out to the edge of your mat, coming up onto spider's fingers, so take the palms away, right onto the tips, and cactus arms, elbows up towards the ceiling. Kiss them out with the forehead, then with an inhale, push down through the hip bones, rise up, looking forward, lift heart away. Exhale, lead with the heart to chin, all the way back down. Inhale, rise. Exhale, let yourself fall back down. With control, inhale, rise up. Exhale, all the way back down. Let's add a twist here, massaging the upper back. Inhale to rise. Exhale, drop the right shoulder to the center of the mat and look up over the left shoulder. Inhale, rise, back to center. Exhale, twist to the other side. Left shoulder comes down to the center of the mat. Your gaze looks up over your right shoulder. Inhale, rise. Exhale, same again, other side. Connecting breath to movement, slowing everything down, getting the undulations along the spine. Exhale, other side. Inhale, come up. Exhale, come straight back down, lower chest, lower forehead, and then cactus the arms and lay them either side of your shoulders. Squeeze shoulder blades towards each other. Activate through the hip bones. Push down to your feet. Inhale, lift the arms, lift the chest. Squeeze shoulders. Exhale, back down. And again, inhale. Exhale. Let the breath help you. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale all the way back down. Hands come in towards the side of the chest. Tuck the toes and glide the hips back with the arch of the tailbone, so getting that cat smile. Smile in your spine as we cow tilt all the way back. Drop the chin, the forehead down. Have a gentle rock. Inhale, and then exhale, round all the way up to a sitting high kneel. So just let the arms and the head stay heavy as you stack hips up high over the knees. Shoulders round all the way up. Keeping the toes tucked under. Inhale, reach arms all the way up wide. Grip hold of the left wrist with your right arm. Shoulders down away from ears as we exhale, side stretch over to the right. Inhale, center, swap hands. Exhale, left, side stretch. Shoulders down and away. Inhale, center. And then exhale as the left hand reaches back, either to your lower back as the right hand opens out, or all the way down to that left heel. Inhale, coming up strong, rotating to the other side. Exhale, swoop the left arm overhead. Right hand either reaches for the heel, the hip, or the back of the waist, whichever feels best. Inhale, let's do another one. Swoop the hands round. Exhale to open. Inhale, forward and around. Exhale, open. Actually, we'll do one more because it feels really yummy. Inhale, sweep. Exhale, open. Inhale, swing the arms around. Exhale. And slowly lowering the hips down. Hands to heart center. Let the spine neutralize. Roll shoulders down away from the ears. Gentle head tilt. Planting the hands back down to tabletop. Touch the toes. Let the hips rock forward as you inhale, and as we exhale, lift the knees. And again with that cow tilt of the spine, send yourself up to your downward facing dog. Slowly releasing heels down when you're ready. Push your way through the hands, let the head hang, and let your chest melt back towards your thighs. We can walk it out here if you want to do one leg at a time, or keep both knees softly bent if you're finding that your spine is rounding a little bit. Get your long spine from fingertips to tailbone before you worry about putting your heels down towards the floor. Tilt the pelvis up, suck the belly button in. Engage through the front and the back body. Have some nice deep breaths here. First down dog of the day. Just see how it feels. And again, we're going to do that rounding wave-like motion with the spine. So as we inhale, puff up into the back of the rib cage. Round forward into a high puffed up plank. And then exhale, take the knees low. Tilt the pelvis up so we lead with the hips. Take the hips all the way up to down dog. Inhale, puff up into the back of the rib cage. Roll forward, shoulders over wrists. High plank. Exhale, knees low. Tilt the pelvis up to the ceiling. Inhale, round. Exhale, wave it back up. Downward facing. Inhale, high plank. Exhale, rounding up. Come back to your down dog. Push down through heels. Let the heart sink. Plant down through the left foot and take the right foot up high. And then bending into that top knee, take the heel towards the other glute. Keep pushing equally through both hands. Round forward to high plank. Looking over your left shoulder, see if you can see that top toes. Inhale, push up high, three-legged dog, toes float up to the ceiling. And then as we exhale, take the knee into your chest, go up high on those back toes. See if we can plant that right foot in between our hands. However you need to get there, don't worry. Stack that front knee over that front shoulder, over that front ankle. Press down as we spread the toes out. So we're really connecting to the floor with our padaband as our heels and our glutes. Push away to the back heel. Get a nice straight back leg. And then we're going to float up. Inhale, just brush the mat with the fingertips to rise up to high lunge or crescent pose. Find your grounding, find your drishti. Reach back through the thumbs, active through every fingertip. Draw the shoulders down and away. Engage the belly button, lift it in and up. Keep pushing through that front knee and away to that back heel. Square off hips. Inhale, take a cactus. No, inhale, reach. Exhale, cactus arms. Elbows squeeze back. Inhale, float fingertips forward, reach forward. And then exhale, cactus arms. Get that fluid dance-like motion with the arms. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale to reach. Exhale to open across the heart to squeeze. Inhale. Exhale. Letting the fingertips float all the way back down to frame that front foot. Drop the back knee. Inhale, low lunge, rise up to the fingertips. Exhale, release the hips down. Cactus arms. Breathe. Maybe taking arms overhead and reaching for either elbow. Draw the shoulder blades down your spine. Let the hips fall forward. Breathe. Inhale, releasing again, cactus arms. Taking the fingertips all the way down to the floor. Tuck the back toes, lift the back kneecap. Take an inhale, reach forward with the heart. Exhale, bend the back knee but straighten the front knee, flexing the foot. Inhale, rock forward. Push away through the back knee. Exhale, straighten the front knee, bend the lower knee down towards the floor. Inhale, rock forward. Exhale, push back. Keep it going. Inhale. Exhale. Try to keep the spine long. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, come forward, lower that back knee down. And take your hand inside that right foot, just walking that right foot out a little bit wider. Just playing around with a nice gentle dance with your lizard here. Maybe rocking from side to side, making circles with the hips, one direction or the other. If it feels good, maybe rolling onto the outside edge of that right foot, right hand can rest on the knee, release those back toes and take a twist round to the right. Roll the shoulders down and away, reaching that right arm back. If it's there for you, maybe bending that back leg and drawing the foot in towards your hips. I can't always do it, so I'm not going to do it. Find that twist, lift the heart. Breathe. Inhale, float the fingertips all the way over and down. Underneath the shoulder, roll the foot back in. Lift that back kneecap, tucking those back toes under and get some momentum so we can push all the way back up to a three-legged dog. Take the toes up high. Inhale, roll forward, dropping down that back knee, and then exhaling, drop the chin and the chest. Inhale, swoop forward to a cobra. Tuck the toes, lift the knees, tilt the pelvis as we go back up with our cow, tilt pelvis back up to downward facing. Shoulders down away from ears, broaden across your back, let the head hang. Breathe. Plant down to the right foot. Take your inhale as your left foot comes all the way up towards the ceiling, three-legged dog. Keep pushing equally through the hands. And then opening that top knee, stacking the hip on top of the other one, and drawing that heel towards your right glute. Breathe. Find that stretch all the way down that left side. Breathe. Inhale. Roll forward to come up high on those back toes. Shoulders stack over wrists. See if you can look over the right shoulder towards that top toe. Inhale, push up high, three-legged dog. And then exhale, knee to chest as we come high on the back toes, floating the foot forward in between the hands. Frame that front foot. Stack the shoulders over the wrists. Push away to the back heel, lift through the back kneecap. When you have your balance and you have your grounding, inhale as we rise up to high lunge. Settle in, find your drishti, square off hips, stabilize through the feet. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, cactus your arms, lift the heart. Inhale, reach forward and up. Exhale as we cactus our arms, broaden the chest. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Keep it going. This is your dance, your practice, your moving meditation. So just connect your own breath. Exhale. And when you're ready, we drop the fingertips back down. Take an inhale. Lift the heart. Just keep the fingertips grounded as we exhale. Bend the back knee, straighten the front knee, lift up onto the heel. Inhale, rock forward. Exhale. Push back, bend the back knee, straighten the front. So you can keep your heart lifted. Exhale, push back. Inhale, rock forward. Exhale to push it back. Keep the heart pulling forward. Inhale. Exhale, last one, well done. Drop the back knee, drop the front toes. Walk that foot to the outer edge of your mat. Find your lizard dance here. Have a little rock from side to side. Try and find that distance between the tailbone and the crown of the head. So shoulders still pulling back, find that length in your neck as we rock gently. Drawing circles with the hips if it feels good. Rocking forward and back, side to side, whatever works for you. Coming into the twist if it feels good. Left hand comes to the left knee and we roll onto the outer edge. Set the waist, that arm be there. Bring the right shoulder forward, left shoulder back. To lift the heart up towards the ceiling. Arm can reach back towards those back toes. Again, you can bend that back leg to just grip the foot if it's there for you. Breathe. Shoulders down away from ears, soften the jaw. Let that left knee fall away, let the right hip fall forward. Inhale, hand floats forward and down, beneath the shoulder. Tuck the back toes, lift the back kneecap, get some momentum so we can step all the way back to our three-legged dog. Take the toes up high. And then rolling forward, shoulders over wrists, drop that back knee. Take an inhale, take the toes up high. Exhale, lower chin and chest down through the hands, chest, gazes forward. And then inhale to drop the hips open into your cobra. Exhale, tuck the toes, push all the way back to your child pose. In fact, don't tuck the toes. Let them stay flat on the mat and open the knees wide. And then take your chest, your head all the way down to the mat. Take a gentle rock. Breathe. Reconnect to your mat, to your heart rate, to your breath. Just let yourself settle in here. Nice deep breaths. Take an inhale, halfway lift. And lifting the right palm up towards the ceiling, thread it beneath the left arm. Pushing it away till you find a stretch into that right shoulder. And then dropping down onto the forehead. Keep walking those left fingertips out in front. And soften that lower arm. Let your chest, your head go heavy. Option to do both arms at once here if you also wanted just to work across the left arm out in front. Take another inhale, shoulders down away from ears, and then exhale, let your head and your chin just fall over the arm. Both palms up to the ceiling, head is heavy. You're going to stretch across the upper back. Let the hips fall back to wherever they want to be. Relax the inner thighs, the tops of the feet. Connecting to your own breath. Just let gravity take over. Tune into that stretch across the outer shoulders, the triceps, the biceps, the weight of the hands just hanging from your wrists. When you're ready, use your inhale to lift the head. Begin to lift the heart, squeeze elbows back towards each other. Take the arms out long. Kiss them out with the forehead. And then taking it to the other side, so the left palm turns up to the ceiling. Straight it beneath the right. We're doing one at a time, just staying here, taking the time to settle down. Make sure your shoulders haven't crept up around your ears. Maybe beginning with one, maybe adding the second one later if it feels good. Maybe it feels different on this side. Just doing whatever feels good and right for you. Let your head, your shoulders relax. Palms open to the ceiling. Tune into the stretch across the upper back between the shoulder blades. Down the triceps. Let the wrists and the forearms just hang. Next inhale, begin to lift the head, lift the heart, squeeze elbows back towards each other to stretch them out long. Settle in. Bringing the knees back in underneath your body. Take an inhale as we round forward once more, so pop up into the back of the chest, lift the hips, rounding through your cat pose. And then exhale to take your cow, send the hips back. Inhale, round it up, tuck the toes. And then glide the hips back. Inhale, right. Curling through the spine, rounding. Exhale to send it back. One more, inhale. Getting that momentum, that fluidity along the spine. Close your eyes, tune in, drop the forehead down. And then walking the hands into the knees. You're going to lift the knees up, push the hips up high as you come into a forward fold. Hips and feet in line. Just make sure we have equal pressure down through both the balls and the soles of the feet into the heels. Toes are spread out wide. Bend the knees, grip hold of elbows, and really lay your chest over your thighs. Let the head hang as you do a couple of gentle ragdolls here, just releasing any tension from the lower back, from the neck. Just shaking the head if it's enough, or maybe shaking, just having a bit of a sway with the arms, the whole of the torso just swaying from left to right. Breathe. I'm going to come all the way up, doing circles to the left. So keeping yourself bent to knee, lead with the left elbow, left shoulder as we twist round to left. Push down to the feet and begin to rise all the way up to standing. When we get there, exhale, push the tailbone out, take the elbows behind you, bend into the knees, and then inhale, let the right elbow drop down to the floor as we lower, circling our way back down to the floor. And then inhale, rise up to the left, so getting that twist to the waist. Push down to the feet to rise up. Exhale, send the tailbone out, arms overhead. Inhale, take it back down. Down to the right. Exhale when you get there. And then inhale, rise up right, so twisting round to the right. Pushing down to the feet to rise all the way up to standing. Push the tailbone out, bring the heart forward. And then inhale, take it down to the left. Exhale, coming all the way back up. Holding here. Inhale, release into cactus arms. Really push the heart forward, elbows back, bend into the knees. Send the tailbone out. Inhale, rise all the way up. Bump the hips forward as you press the palms together. Exhale, palms to heart center. Inhale, rise up, big stretch all the way up with the arms. This time as we exhale, turn the palms out and interlace fingers behind your back. Draw the knuckles down towards the floor, squeeze the shoulders, open to the collarbones, standing cobra. Pull the hands down, squeeze the glutes, push the hips forward, tilt the head back. Exhale to hinge and fold. Keeping the legs straight, or if you need to, have a little bend there. Let the head come down towards the floor. Squeezing the shoulders, take the arms up and overhead. Let the head hang. Remember, you can bend the knees here, lower your chest onto your thighs if it feels better. If it's too strong, if you want to stretch into your hamstrings a bit more, keep the knees straight. Inhale, release arms, let them float back down to the floor. And then slowly making your way all the way down onto your mat. Bringing the soles of the feet together and finding a butterfly pose here. Baddha Konasana. Soles of the feet come together. Gripping the feet with your hands. Lift the heart up and away from the pelvis. Find that length in your spine. Take a nice big inhale. Exhale to squeeze the glutes. Maybe opening the knees down a little bit wider as they come down towards the floor. Take another inhale here. As we exhale, bending into the elbows, using that strength in our triceps to pull the heart and the head forward, hinging from the hips so that we're still keeping the integrity of the spine for as long as we can. Heart comes forward. And when we get there, maybe rounding through the spine, find your edge, let the head hang, and relax in. Again, we're going to check in with that broadening across the back of the pelvis, the lower back. And stretch all the way down along the spine, either side of the spine, and into those inner hips. Relax the glutes now, relax the thigh muscles. Check in with wherever you're feeling it. Let the head come down towards the feet. Breathe. Allow yourself to sink in, maybe tuning into the tiny little differences going on in the inner thighs, those deep connective tissues, any motion, any movement going on, any shift in energy. Again, becoming supremely aware of your breath moving inside your body, your heart rate. Just letting gravity do the work for you as you really try to focus on relaxing, letting go, settling in. Nice big inhale, begin to lift the chin, look forward, and using your hands to help you get a little bit more help to restack each vertebra all the way up. Bringing the knees together, planting the feet out in front. And just doing little circles with the feet, maybe one at a time. Just relaxing the ankles, getting rid of any little air pockets maybe going on in there. And then taking your time to roll all the way down onto your backs. Lowering each vertebra all the way down until the head rests back onto your mat. Draw the knees into your chest and have a gentle rock here, just making sure that the whole of your spine is really grounded onto your mat. Keep the pelvis, back of the hips grounded. Gentle rock, see how that feels. And then take your hands either side of your hip bones and just take your feet up towards the ceiling. So you can be gentle here, bending the knees, relaxing the feet. Or if you want a little bit more, you can flex into your heels, straighten the legs, and push away through the soles of the feet, getting that stretch and just letting all of that deoxygenated blood come back down to your heart. Nice relaxing pose. You can relax the feet, just see how it feels. Have a gentle sway from side to side. Again, making sure that all of your spine is connected to your mat. So the lumbar spine's pushing in. Just the neck arching up and away. Equal weight down through both sit bones. Each side of the back of the pelvis. Just relaxing here. Letting your breath return to neutral. And then lowering the knees back down. Plant down through the feet. Leaving the hands either side of the hips as we lift up into our bridge pose. Peeling the hips up and rolling onto the backs of the shoulder blades, making sure the knees stay over the ankles, spread the toes wide, squeeze the glutes to lift the hips a little bit higher. Maybe taking the arms overhead if that feels good, if you need a little bit more of a stretch. Resting onto the backs of the hands. Find that length along your spine, into the waist and into those hip flexors as we strengthen the legs. Lift the chin so we're not restricting our throat. Nice deep breath here. And then another inhale. Slow as you can with your exhale, massage each vertebra back down into your mat, pressing into the lumbar. And then as the pelvis rotates and tilts back to neutral, your lumbar spine lifts and arches back and away from the mat. Keep the right foot where it is, but squeeze the left foot in towards you. Tuck the chin into your throat, tuck the knee in towards your chest. Feel free to do circles once more. Heel your left foot if that feels good. Sliding the left hand down to the foot or the ankle for your happy baby on this side. Draw the knee out towards the left shoulder and then roll onto the outside edge of that right foot. Let the right knee just fall out wide. Resting your right hand onto the right thigh. Relax that leg. Relax the shoulders and just enjoy that stretch into that left hip, the left glute, the hamstring. Flexing the foot. Nice deep breath. Again, the whole of your back, whole of your spine is connected. Just the neck rounding up and away. Have a gentle rock if it feels good. Equal pressure down to either side of the pelvis. Coming into your twist here, so the right arm crosses over to the outside of the left knee. The left arm drops down to the floor, palm to the ceiling, and then take that knee all the way over to the right side of your mat. Keeping the knee bent. Let it hang wherever it wants to be. Don't worry if it doesn't meet the floor. Keep that left shoulder grounded. As much of your upper back on the floor as you can to really enjoy that twist around your solar plexus, around the center of your spine, around your waist, down the left side of your rib cage, outside of the left hip, relaxing the inner thighs and the groin now, just letting the weight of the legs be there. Enjoy that twist. Take a deep breath in. Slowly, when you're ready, unraveling, coming back to center, Coming back onto the sole of the right foot, so squeezing that left knee in, one last hug here. Before swapping sides, drop the left knee, the left foot down, squeezing the right knee up towards you. Adding a rock, adding a circle for the foot, whichever feels good. Finding your happy baby on this side. Right hand slides down the outside of the shin all the way to the foot or to the ankle. Knee draws down towards that right shoulder. Whole of the back of the spine is grounded apart from your neck. Equal weight through the back of the pelvis. Let the left knee fall out wide, coming onto the left outside edge of your left foot. Take the heel up high, squeeze the knee down low. Enjoy that pose. Left hand can be there for a little bit of extra weight on that left thigh so that we're not tilting our pelvis. We're keeping both sets at the back of the hip bones are completely grounded. Equal weight there. Relax the legs. Relax the jaw. Relax the shoulders. Breathe. Take your awareness into that right hip joint, the right glute. And then take your twist when you're ready. Left hand draws across the body, to the outside of the right knee. Right hand drops down to the floor, palms to the ceiling as we take the leg over to the left side. Find your twist here. Keeping that right shoulder grounded. Find that spaciousness down the right side. Down the right side of your rib cage. Opening the heart. Relaxing the inner thighs, the groin, stretching the outer hip. Gravity take over. Breathe. Making any fine adjustments. Maybe there's a little bit of clicking. You feel anything going on in your back. As we get ready now for our final pose of our Shavasana. Taking your time. Making your way back onto your back when you're ready. Squeezing that right knee into your chest. You come up onto the right sole of the foot, left sole of your foot, and then squeezing. Give both knees a hug. Tuck the chin into your throat. Maybe make yourself up into a tiny little ball. Tuck the nose up towards your knees. Squeeze, 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 squeeze. Draw the knees, shoulders down away from the ears. Deep breath in, and as we exhale, opening out wide so the arms can come out wherever feels good. You can grab hold of your blankets here. Or maybe coming into a variation if you prefer to keep the soles of your feet together. One hand on your heart, one hand on your abdomen, or arms out wide, arms overhead. This is your practice. So just doing whatever your body is asking you to do right now as we just sink into relaxation for our final stage of our practice. Allowing our bodies to absorb all the benefits of our practice and allowing our minds and bodies to rest and digest after our practice. Honouring your practice and honouring your body as you settle into stillness. And once more bring your awareness to your breath as you allow your body to liquefy and to spread like water. Staying here as long as you need today.